What's going on, everybody? I appreciate all of you hanging out, waiting on the stream to start. For those kids replay, though, hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on all notifications. With these live chats, you can take part right along with us. So, got a package in from So Avant-Garde a few days ago. And so we get a list to pick from. And they send something of the list we picked. I literally got a list for February today and picked some more. Because one of the things I picked, I've never had anything from House of Oud and Dates Delight. The note breakdown looked really good. So this month, Blue Sapphire and Emerald Sapphire were two of the ones on that list, and I looked at those and I was like, ooh. So that was my top two picks. I'm pretty confident I'll get one of those. I think Green Sapphire, people related to Aventus, so I'm confident it's barely going to smell like Aventus, but kind of walk that type of, I guess, style of path, but not necessarily exact profile. So I don't remember Blue Sapphire exactly. I remember seeing it and liking it. So Dates Delight, I remember looking at it and being like, ooh, that could be really good. I've never went after a date heavy fragrance where I didn't really like it. So pick that one. Anytime I get an opportunity to go after a Mind Games fragrance, I do. We got Queening right here, which I've tried once before. We'll revisit. And Plume Impression, a very underrated brand, Onda Doro, which I remember this being like a leather iris fragrance because I picked this one specifically because they had like four or five options from that brand. Because I have the greatest one of all, Royal Bourbon. Any of you that have smelled Royal Bourbon, it's like a freaking Cuban cigar. It's unbelievably accurate to a quality, dry, unlit cigar. That is the fragrance from Plume Impression. So as far as what I'm wearing, Boss Bottle Bold Citrus. We did our first impression unboxing this morning. Sniffed on it throughout the day, refreshed this afternoon. Maintains its freshness, loses some citrus, but maintains the freshness, creamy patchouli. It's not a complex fragrance. It's about as simple as the note breakdown indicates. That 8.25 first impressions rating, because the opening's so good, I think we could dial it back to like a 7.758 range. Very good, great kind of thing. Or leave it at 8.25 is fine. Just in that range of very good to great. It's a pretty good release. It's not a special release from them, but it's a pretty good release. I like it. I think it's going to be great for the spring. Quite enjoyable here today. Wife likes it as well. And around 15 minutes or so, we'll dive into these three. You know me, sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. And if it falls in between, I'll explain why I feel that way. There's links below with a discount code. I encourage samples. There's samples available. I think only one of them. Samples are out of stock. I think for Dates Delight, the samples are out of stock, but Queening, you can get samples. Onda Doro. They have samples available. So if you hear anything you like, get a sample. Don't just blind buy a bottle. Don't be wild unless you just got it like that to spend. Then be as wild as you want to be. Don't listen to me. Do what you want. So let's get into the chat, shall we? We got 77 in the first 3 minutes. If you don't mind, hit that thumbs up because it does indeed help. Head to the top of the chat. Mr. Jason, good to see you, sir. Nishane B612, beautiful green, woody, fresh fragrance, super versatile. Bahara King for Gian. Good to see you, sir. Smooth Operator wearing Trajan. Citrus Fresh. Baccarat Rouge 540 with a nice oak mossy, green, earthy dry down. Beautiful fragrance. Had a Lectimus reach out to me in the last week or two. I forgot what fragrance, some new release that they asked if I was interested in. I was like, yeah, your house is amazing. Sure, send it my way. So whatever their newest, I forgot the name of it. We'll be checking that out in the next week or two, I would assume. So yeah, it's the first time Electimus ever reached out to me. Pretty cool. Ryan, always a pleasure, sir. 1 Million Parfum, my favorite. Redundant to own Hermes Parfum and OG Very not at all. Very different citruses. Terre de Hermes Parfum is much more earthy. I prefer Terre de Hermes Parfum to the EDT, and OG Very is kind of its own thing in the line. It ties to it the way the woody notes as they list it. It's a little earthy vetiver smell, but the grapefruit at the top is its own thing. It's kind of its own thing in the line where it ties to it, but it's not exactly the Parfum and the EDT. The Parfum and the EDT are the most alike. Yeah, I would go with the Parfum, but you can have both. Yeah, not super redundant, light redundancy, not super redundant. Not as redundant as getting the EDT and the Parfum. That's super redundant. Yeah. La Primavera from Argos and Trident, whatever. Yeah, that's the other one. I don't want to know nothing. I ain't looking at nothing because I know at some point Christian's going to send them my way. So I'm trying to stay blind. I haven't seen note breakdowns. I don't want to know. I've seen what the bottle looks like on the Trident one and Argo Stories, but I've been avoiding it. Invictus Victory, you don't hear anybody really say too much about that one. It's always the Elixir. And yeah, that one's definitely much fresher. Still has the incense, still a little bit aquatic, whereas Victory Elixir, you lose all aquatic, and it's, you know, earthy patchouli vanilla. Really good. Just loses the freshness. No worries, Montel Oud amazing. I've heard good stuff. I never tried that one. I never tried that one for Orto Parisi. Most Wanted, and then tonight, Ludano Nero. Joel has been on a mission to try to get me to buy that. Boss Descent. I like it a lot. The original's good stuff, man. It gets overshadowed because all the flankers are so freaking good. Quest, good to see you, sir. Penhaligon's The Tragedy of Lord George. Blessings right back to you, sir. Drunk Lovers by Born to Stand Out. Can't wait to get home and smell Mentor and French Offense. Ooh, now we're talking. Dino, good to see you, sir. Cristiano Ronaldo's Legacy Private Edition. The words of Red Wolf, the Red Wolf Pack. NWO Red, I guess you mean black and red. Too sweet. Good to see you, sir. Lacoste Match Point Cologne. That's a really good one. I still need to get that. I just have the EDP, and Randy had sent me a decant last year of the cologne. I actually quite liked it. Oud Satin Mood. Whoa, really? So I have to. It's got to come out. It's in here. It's got to come out, Quest. So don't message me and ask me if you did something wrong and I'm mad at you like last time, because I'm not mad at you, but I have to pick on you. So when you smell Oud Satin Mood, do you smell salted caramel, plum, and a lot of smokiness? Because those three elements stand out greatly in Mentor to me, and they are completely non-existent in Oud Satin Mood, both the EDP and the extract. So you telling me that you get salted caramel, juicy plum, especially, forget the incense, because that Boya Oud from Mentor is very smoky and earthy. You get salted caramel and all that in Oud Satin Mood. Look, I understand it's an opinion. I'm not saying you're wrong, not saying I'm right. I'm just saying I disagree. But I have to ask because I strongly disagree. Because those mainly those two elements, 3 elements total, but the 2 big ones are the plum and the salted caramel that are so heavy in the top. I get none of that. So I couldn't disagree with you more, my man. Again, we're cool. Don't freak out because I'm picking on you a little bit. Sean, good to see you, sir. Orem and Rosé Shave Set. Oh, shit. The first Super Bowl that I barely watched a single second of because I couldn't have given an actual less about a Super Bowl for the first time in my life. I cared so little. I jumped around a little bit in the first half when the Eagles were blowing them out, and I was like, wow, they're definitely not going to come back from this. And sure enough, 40-22 or whatever it was, no surprises there. So congratulations to all you Eagles fans. I wish both of the teams could have lost because I could care that little about the Chiefs and the Eagles. I wish they could have went to 38 overtimes and everybody was so exhausted they said, screw it, we'll just split the title. And it could have ended in a tie. That's how little I cared about that Super Bowl last night. But Kendrick did make it very funny. That was hilarious. I got to say, that was hilarious. Mr. Saga, a.k.a. Sean. I don't think there's ever been a more appropriate profile name change in the history of YouTube than Mr. Saga, a.k.a. Sean. Good to see you, Sean. Desada Titanium, that's a good one. Powdery, a little spiced, bit metallic and lactonic in the opening, kind of like Pegasus meets Le Male de Parfums, kind of the way I like to describe that one. Mancera Precious Oud. Just get a free bottle of Strong Tea, absolutely, from Influencer today, which was cool. Hell yeah, go ahead with your bad self. It's a great fragrance. Luis is wearing LeBeau Paradise Garden and Business Over Pleasure. Excellent choices. Excellent choices. Mercedes-Benz Select Night, and we went from Mr. Saga to Mrs. Saga. Good to see you. Birth of Venus. That is very underappreciated from the house. That of his last bunch of releases, the pile from the year before, was my favorite of the bunch. I wore that one more than Love Triumphs Over War, the Extrait of Triumph of Bacchus, which I love, but I wore Birth of Venus more. And what other one came out around that time? Love Triumphs Over War. Sacred Flame came around that time? No, Sacred Flame was after. I forget, it was like 4 releases, but Birth of Venus was the one I was gravitating to the most. That's such a good fragrance. Perfectly unisex. For those of you Adonis Awakens lovers, it's like fresh Adonis Awakens. Yeah, very similar, but much fresher. Not as warm and spicy. It's more freshy, fruity kind of stuff. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Maison Crivelli Iris Malacan, Son of the Night, the Harmonious Matrix Metal. I like the name, Matrix Metal. Good to see you, sir. Speaking strong with you, absolutely. Great choice. Mr. Deacon, Chris, good to see you, sir. Room 1015 Cherry Punk Extrait. Never tried it, but I bet I would like it. Good to see you, sir. Intense to Drapoise, excellent choice. I know you meant boss, and I'll take it. I appreciate it, sir. Y.O. Fresh, warm lemon ginger opening. Such a great fragrance. Mauricio, good to see you, sir. We got Seraphim Blue and Seraphim Red, the Seraphim combo. Hell yeah. Aurum from Mauricio. Mr. Quez, good to see you, sir. Wearing Leighton. Had a woman at my job ask me to write down what it was so she could get it for her husband. Leighton is it. That's him. That's one of them ones, as I like to say. Leighton is one of them ones. Don't buy a clone of Leighton. Just save up and buy Leighton, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go clone searching on that one. Just get that one. Dior Homme Intense 2020 and History's de Parfum Irreverent. Never tried that. He's got the egg. Yes, my first one from House of Oud. I'm actually pretty excited. Pretty excited. Like I said, they send us a list every month, so Avant-Garde. And like you get to pick like 6, and they'll send you 2 or 3, depending on, like, there might be this main one that they'd like to have reviewed, and then the 2 other choices from 2 tiers. And it's like they'll randomly pick from the list of stuff. Like you look at a list, you pick a few, and then they send whatever from that list. Like you don't know what's coming. You just know the bunch that you picked, and it's something out of that bunch. And this is what I ended up with. So I'm cool with, because yay for me on getting the Queening, and yay for me on Dates Delight, because Dates Delight was the one that I was like, I want that. I hope I get that. That looks really good. So I think it's a smoky date, fruity type fragrance, very easygoing. So like an easy to wear type of oud. So I'm pretty excited about that one. I think we're going to start with that one, actually. I want to admire the bottle and check it out too. King 6 La Privée. Never heard of this one. Sean, good to see you. Elysium Parfum Cologne. Fun fact, that is an option to vote for in the Hall of Fame tier. I put those votes out today for those in the All-Star and Hall of Fame tiers. Put your votes in for the main prize. Finally today, Sangria came in. So tomorrow I'll be I was hoping to ship everything Saturday. Sangria took forever to come in. Which Jared won Sangria, the Bishop. So that's everything, because I don't want to go to the post office over and over. So I waited till everything was here. So tomorrow, all of the member giveaway stuff's going out at the post office. Good to see you. Yeah, in pictures they look amazing. So I'm pretty eager and excited. There's 75 mLs. Let them know, sir. Signature Rosé, iconic. Spice Bomb Night Vision Eau de Parfum, excellent choice. Barouge L'Ambassade Oud, the entire line is good. That's Dumont's best line, in my opinion. Sin of the Day, Ormond Jane What? Ormond Jane What? Because that is a brand, not a fragrance. So you have my curiosity, sir. Yeah, we got a Wednesday stream, Mike. White Mike from Philly. Versace the Dreamer, because I'm missing my mom. It reminds me of a soap she used on me as a child. Well, all right then. Tie into the sin memory with guest Joel's Matrix. All right, there we go. I do. Not enough to own it, though, because I have so many interpretations that smell similar to it. That's kind of pointless. I've had a decant of it in the past, and I like it. But like I said, I've got so many very close representations of the profile that it's like, why? Because I don't wear any of those enough. And if I got the actual bottle, I wouldn't wear it enough to justify spending the money. That's why I've never gotten it. But I respect it. I have a high level of respect for Tobacco Vanille. Mr. Spencer, good to see you, sir. Bentley Silver Lake. On Queening, I dig their take on it. I've tried it before in those olfactive sets. I think it was in the Woody set. So I had Amber, Woody, I think just those 2. And that was when I tried it. It's been a while, though. And it was on a blotter. Electimus Vixair. Never tried that one. Working late. We'll catch the replay. Have a good one. You as well, Newt. Mr. Mo, good to see you, sir. Let me scroll on down. Xerjoff Uden. I have Uden Overdose in the 15 ml. They're little mini bottles. Definitely had a pretty good day wearing Imagination and testing Kepler from Nishan today. Never heard of this one. But everybody loves them some LV Imagination. See, smooth operator. Oh, we got two in the chat wearing Jasada Titanium. Mr. Saga, aka Sean, is wearing that as well. Good to see you, sir. Glacial Essence. What a good one for this time of year. If you're not having super cold weather, but you're a Bills fan, so you might be in Buffalo, I don't know, or around Buffalo. Ain't the kind of weather I'm having if you're over there. I don't remember. I think you are over there, if I remember correctly. I think I've asked you before. Sauvage EDP. Over the EDT, yes, it's spicier. It's much more peppery. Yep, it's a spicier fragrance. It smells like a more peppery EDT. Yep, I prefer it. If I had to pick between the two, I'm taking the EDP every time. Oh, yeah, because citrus is at the top and oak moss in the dry down with BR 540 sprinkled all in the middle. I get nothing from Mentor. I'm glad I sampled instead of doing a dumb blind. Nothing? Oh, well, yeah, that you'd be wild to blind buy that. And it's a $400 fragrance, but nothing? Like no accords? It smells like air? Or you just doesn't do it for you. You didn't like what you did smell. Is that what you mean by you get nothing? Because, yeah, good thing you sampled it. That's why I encourage everyone. Sample, sample, sample. You don't want to run into that risk. Imagine if you'd have dropped $400 on the bottle. I don't play those games when it comes to expensive-ass fragrances. I'll blind buy shit for $100, $150 and shit. Sure, but we start going $200, I need to try it first. Even $150 range, I'm like, just to be safe. Like, that's kind of my cutoff for blind buys, like around $150. I'll be bold up to about that point. But I've been doing blind buys for years, and I've done hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of blind buys. I hope they do really well. I do. I hope they do really well. Now, I get powdery rose. I don't know. I just do, but we cool, though. Okay. Just making sure. I had to, like, hey, now, don't be all upset freaking out on me again. So, just making sure. BOV. BOV. Oh, Birth of Venus. Okay, I'm just tripping. It's probably my favorite Argos. On me, probably Adonis and Fall of Phaeton. That's understandable. I'm not a big Ganymede fan. It's hit or miss. It's a little too metallic for me. I like metallic in a fragrance. That was a little too metallic. I have other twists that I enjoy more that are greener. Like Supernova from Gritty is greener, but still pretty similar. I prefer that. Still a niche fragrance, but like I said, less metallic, more green, more cypress and stuff like that. None of them. None of them surprised me. Another one wearing Oud. Hell yeah. Good to see Andrew. Versace Oud Noir, very popular fragrance from Versace. Oud wood type fragrance. Had to get Leighton because it's my name. Fair enough. Someone asked me what I'm wearing. I say, I'm just wearing myself. Nice little corny joke for you, right? And it's phenomenal, though. Somebody's going to ask you what you're wearing. It's that good. Like we mentioned earlier, one of them ones. YSL Caban, Davidoff Cool Water Intense Layer. I feel attacked. Influenced. They're only trying to send me men's Depends for free. That's not a real comment. I find that hard to believe. That's not a real comment. Second part of Argos Discovery set. Sacred Flame Falls. All three good ones. Were definite favorites from that batch. Yeah, I could believe it. The House of Oud, I'd really like to try this crop 2022. I love cacao and chocolate. Good to see you, Roy. Boss Bottle absolutely amazing. I totally agree. Dumont Nitro White, great choice. Good to see you, sir. Shipping company got my address wrong. That's what took mine so long. Mine was supposed to come in Thursday. Yeah. Came in last night. Because that was, address is incorrect was what showed up on the tracking, because it was out for delivery on Thursday, and it changed to it's at our facility. We'll let you know when it's on the move again. And it took 3 more days. Yeah, that was frustrating. Jason, I appreciate the super chat. Code. Also ordered Plume Impression sample set. You're in it for a treat with Royal Bourbon. I love Royal. Oh, yeah, that's true. You do have it already. So yeah, never mind. I forgot you're one of the people in the chat that has it. They got several that are good. We're gonna see what's up with this one. I remember it being like a leather iris, and I was like, what the hell? Let's give that a shot. I love leather. I love iris. Good to see you, sir. Wearing Altair. Have a blessed evening. You as well. Saffron Colognese. One of my favorite pickups of last year. Business over pleasure for Bar, baby. Shout out to Big Mo. Good to see you, sir. Rocking the most important fragrance for everyone today. Soap. That is very important. aroma for you to have on your skin. Curatrix Foreshadow. Never heard of this one. YSL Wild Leather. You did wear that a couple days ago as well. You like Montagna Intense. Never tried it. Unless that's that Oud for Greatness fragrance that I got like 5 years ago and I haven't gone back to because I was kind of into Oud for Greatness at first, but over time it's just an profile to me. Vanilla Oud Reflection 45 Overture French Defense 18 night Burlington 1819. Ooh. LB Lovers, Naxos, and Viking. Any recommendations on a niche, freshy, mass appealing signature scent? Creed or Rolfa? Since you clearly got the money to spend, Creed or Rolfa. A true gentleman's classic citrus aromatic fragrance. Quality stuff. Does not get enough love. One of Creed's best fresh fragrances they've ever created. Creed or Rolfa. EROLFA. Halfeti Black Rose from Zaharoff. Narcotic Delight. Molecule fragrance to me. It was so muted when I wore it. What? Smelling very... That is very weird. That has not been my experience at all, or anybody around me, or anybody else that I know that's gotten it. That's from what I've seen, that's a unique experience to you, my man. It's unfortunate too. That sucks that was your experience. But like you said, good thing you bought a sample. 100%. That's why I just recommend it. Are clones now good enough? No. Clones will get you by. They're never going to give you the same experience as Creed. They're not the same quality. And people, but this one lasts so much longer. That's not the point. Sure, if you need the nuclear performance for an almost experience, get you some clones, pimpin'. That's going to be the way to go. If you need 12 plus hours on every fucking fragrance you spray on your skin, go for clones. They all super high oil concentrations. They're all going to last forever and ever and ever. But Creed is an experience. It is an experience. Their fragrances are heralded for a reason. And over the last couple of years since their last buyout, people are reporting better and better performance. But again, that should never be your most important. But for that money, it better perform like it. Get that out your head. If that's in your head, stick with the clones. You'll never be satisfied. If you got to have a nuclear performer, you'll never be satisfied. Because people relate price to performance, and that's just not what perfume is. That's not what perfume is. You need the almost fragrances if that's what you think perfume need to be. And I don't mean you. It's a generalized statement. I'm not attacking you. It's a generalized statement. Because that one's frustrating. Because I know me saying this, there's people that will criticize me. Oh, he's tripping. No. There's some great almost experiences for the clones, but they're not the same experience as a Creed fragrance, any of them. Viking, Aventus Cologne, you name it. Virgin Island Water. Oh, my God. Amazing stuff. Original Santal, heavily overlooked over the years. Creed or Rolfa, like I just recommended a minute ago. So underrated. They're loaded with good stuff. Tabaron Millicine has been getting some love lately. They're aromatic tobacco. That's a house worth exploring. You got to save up for them unless you just got it like that. But no, the clones will never be good enough because they're never going to be able to recreate and rebottle the magic of the original artist with the same materials, because these clone companies aren't going to pay for the same oils. They're going to pay for cheaper oils. So you got to keep that kind of stuff in mind. So to go back to my initial answer, no. Even though it was a very long-winded explanation. No. I enjoy clones, but you're not going to hear me put them over Creeds. I'm just not. And I have a ton of things that smell like Aventus, just like Aventus, twist on Aventus, kind of like Aventus. But I wouldn't say you should get this over Aventus. No, everyone should try Aventus. Even if you don't get a bottle, you should still try it. Get you a 2 ml sample. Here's a Creed sample right here. Shout out to Miss Heather the Goat. That's Queen of Silk. But get you a 2 ml sample of Aventus and just experience it before you go clone hunting, just for example. Yes, I prefer it to Ganymede. It's greener. That's what does it for me. All right, so I'm going to skip down a little bit. Sure have got a full review on the channel. Anytime you guys are curious, type in TLTG in the name of the fragrance, and the videos should come up. So let's skip on down. So we need to get going. We are 25 minutes in, and we have not busted open a fragrance yet. So it is time. So I'm skipping down. I apologize, guys. No, they're absolutely nothing alike. No, sir. I don't know what gave you the impression about Sauvage Elixir with that. If you like Sauvage, yeah, they're not alike. No, sir. Okay. Or a fragrance has some great, and certain places do, but $200 and $180 for like a steal still might be way too expensive for the gentleman that was asking. Because anytime I'm getting asked about the clones, it's one of two things: they don't want to spend the money, or they can't afford to spend the money. And it don't affect me either way. I'm not hating. I don't. Everybody's got a different financial situation, but some things it just begs I'm never going to be able to do it, so I need to find a good clone. I get that. I understand that. Bargain shopping was how this collection was built. It's the foundation of it. But at the same time, some experiences are irreplaceable. And if you want that experience, you need to go after that original fragrance. Why sell what Le Parfum? Why Le Parfum? L'Homme Le Parfum? La Nuit de l'Homme Le Parfum? Yeah, Aventus, it should not be tripped. Here in Miami, and what cologne you wearing? China White from Nasamato, the cocaine fragrance. Purchase cologne OG, super fresh and doesn't last. Luministe. Mal Elixir Absolute just hit. Oh, okay, shit. Thanks for costing me money, Kenneth, because I've been waiting. It's your fault. You did this to me with Flower Edition, which literally, that's what's up in my search history. Yep. Here we go. Let's look at it together. Please don't be ridiculously priced. Don't be over 150. Okay, you've been at 100% for a while now. This fucking week, Jean-Paul Gaultier. What are we doing? Do you not want my money? Or is there just that much traffic on the site? All of a sudden, there's 100,000 people that want this fragrance at once. We're crashing the Jean-Paul Gaultier perfume site. Come on. This ain't the Metallic Reimagined 5, Black Metallic Reimagined 5, where people are getting shot. It ain't that kind of traffic on these websites. What are we doing here? I'll leave it up. One day it'll, whatever. If it's meant to be, the shit'll load and I'll buy it. Here we go. Yep, that's always the way to sell a fragrance. Naked man with a giant hoop ring pulling a rope. Probably never got calluses on his hands in his fucking life. Sure. Okay, where can I don't care about him. The fucking, what does this have to do? Can I just buy the fragrance? The fuck are we doing here? Is it just me or is this stupid? This is the page it brings you to. It's got its own little spot right here to click, and this is the page. It's like they don't want my money. What are we doing? No, I don't want to chat with. I just want to buy a fragrance. Oh, I have to pull the rope. Oh, it's so clever. I just want the damn fragrance from 140. So I can get a 75 ml. 175. Jeez, steep. And 140. I mean, that's all I need. 75 ml. That's what I got of the elixir. Yep. Let me check out real quick. Choose 2 samples. Can I choose this as a sample to put in my mystery bags? No, of course not. That would have just been convenient. Let's grab Paradise Garden and what the hell, I guess the Malt Elixir. Unlock the gift of shit I don't care about. And a Scandal of Parfum Travel Atomizer. The wife will be happy about that. My apologies. Just trying to get a fragrance for us to review. You know. All right. Continue to delivery. No, I would like to just check out as a guest. Even though lately they've been getting some money from me. One moment, guys. My apologies. Everybody will need to see my address and shit, my phone number and all that. Standard delivery is fine. Within 5 days, look, we'll see. Almost done. Checking out with PayPal. Mark that in my checkbook out. And purchased. Voila. Review first impression coming soon. Thank you, Kenneth. Appreciate you, sir. Anybody interested? JeanPaulGaultier.com. All right. With that said, now we definitely got to skip down. Yeah, Arolf is incredibly underrated. It's such a great fragrance. Get a experience, you just won't get the experience. Well said, Blaine. You get a soft live stream clap. You will get a experience. You could get a pretty damn good experience. You could get an okay experience, but you won't get the experience. Now, if it's cloning a designer, you'll probably get the exact same experience. They're on par. You know, I've got a lot of designer clones. Fragrance World likes to do those. Some of them are like spot the hell on. They're like dead ringers. It is the same fragrance in a different bottle. But yeah. Yeah, see, I don't need that. I bought the 75 ml. The only reason I bought Le Beau Flower Edition in the 4.2 is because that's all they had. Ooh, St. Andrews Blue Sapphire. It's a good one. Mine's right here. I pulled it off the shelf the other day. So let's skip on down because we're going to dive into this. Right? Right? It's so dumb. Twisted, I tell you. Yeah, for sure. My man, Kix Griffey. Good to see you, sir. 1 million golden oud layered with Initio side effect. Kix Griffey approved FWO Wolfpack for life. Yak Mob. No, sir. They reached out a while back. I agreed to check out the fragrance and they never sent it. So I was like, whatever, no big deal. That's a good one. Always right here. I pull the cap and sniff that almost daily. So, all right, we're skipping to the bottom. We made it to the bottom. So I'm going to do, oh, that's weird. Move to the States. It's always my recommendation. Like somebody in Europe would be like, oh, you Americans are so lucky. Well, move to the States. I don't know if I can tell you. It's been on my wish list for a long time, but I'm looking for a cheap bottle. Well, good luck to get a cheap bottle. Because you would think since it's underappreciated, it would be one of the cheaper ones, but that's what I'm saying, just move to the States, fuck it. Chad Secrets came to Miami recently, and he's like, I want to move here. I said, bet you do. I was talking to him while he was in Florida. We were 8.5 hours apart. He's like, how close are you? Can you come? I'm like, I showed him on maps. I was like, no, it's almost 9-hour drive. No, sorry, I'm going to miss you. We can bullshit back and forth while you're here. I did. I laughed very much. And hard. Belly laugh. Ha ha ha. That's what toxicity gets you. It's karma, you bitches. And I saw a lot of people like sad. Oh no, I love to buy stuff in there. Oh, I bet you got Reddit profiles too. If you like that, if you like being involved in that kind of shit, bet you like Reddit groups too. So yeah. Anyways, time to check out Date's Delight because it is 36 freaking minutes and we have not smelled a fragrance. We bought a fragrance. We just haven't smelled a fragrance. Yeah. All right, we got that. Let's see what we're working with here. Pretty, right? I don't know how secure this is. Yeah, it would have fell out. It's a little slimmer than I imagined. Does look cool, though. The House of Oud, my first fragrance from them. I've never smelled anything from them. Yeah, I'm sure this is the one he picked as well. Because like I said, we get a list to pick from. And Jim's messaged me. He said, everybody's getting Date's Delight. I said, because I told Jim's, I said, it's because the best looking one on the list we got to choose from. So everybody that's getting it must be an affiliate for Avant Garde. Because, yeah, I bet me and Dedrick aren't the only ones that picked this, you know, because it looked good. A Nightmare. Man, if you like your third world country, enjoy it. You know, I don't know what to tell you. What's a good peppery fragrance? A cheap, good peppery fragrance is Jaguar Pace Accelerate, believe it or not. It smells kind of like the fresh citrus, vetiver, watery notes of Ancre Noir Sport with black pepper, like a prominent black pepper. That's actually really good and cheap, believe it or not. Yeah, for sure. I'm in North Florida. It's nice and fairly easy going, but I do miss South Florida. But point is, Florida, right? Cosmic Pepper. More pink pepper than black pepper, but definitely peppery. Yeah, it's actually, I think the cap is the bottom. Yeah, cap's the bottom. That's what I thought. This is the actual bottle. That's what I figured. Because there's no way 75 ml is in here. That's too small. A 25 ml maybe. Yeah. Cosmic Pepper is a good answer. Canada could be the 51st state. You never know. Looks like a dinosaur egg. Yeah, for sure. Seraphim Red, a lot of pink pepper. I wore that one Sunday. Yeah, that's a good peppery fragrance. Let's give this a spray and see what they're working with here, shall we? Based on being left-handed, I need to adjust it that way. Fits good in the hand. If you're right-handed, other way. You just flip the atomizer around. I did wash my hands heavily because Bold Citrus was here this morning. It is no longer... Wow. It's a squirt gun. I don't need more than that. I was about to spray it again, but I don't need more. Yes. Sweet and woody. It smells a little boozy too. It's a light medicinal oud with that fruity, juicy, just super sweet date smell at the top. Hint of spice in the background. It smells boozy. I don't remember all the notes exactly, but I bet there's a boozy accord in here. It smells like rum. Yes, Lord. Yes, this is a good one. Oh, this is a good one. I'm willing to bet every single human that you watch that picked this from the list that's a So Avant Garde affiliate is going to love this fragrance. And it ain't because we got it for free. That ain't why. Don't be fooled by thinking that bullshit. Don't be a shallow moron and think everything free is good because stupid people think that way. I'm not saying every content creator isn't honest. Not everybody is. I get it, but this is that good. It's so smooth and easygoing. It's so smooth. Let me repeat this. Smooth and easygoing. I wouldn't call this funky in any way. Like I said, a light medicinal feel. That it's like very boozy now. Very boozy. Very boozy. You hear me? Gotta be boozy. Peony, infusion of Riyadh dates, coumarin. So a little bit of tonka bean, caramel, tonka bean, cinnamon, honey, labdanum, benzoin, icing, sugar accord, calamantan oud. Not familiar with that type of oud. Why is it so boozy to me, though? Sure, it smells like rum on the rocks almost. It's like really boozy to me. Let's see what it says. An anthem in praise of symbolic fruit of sweetness. The House of Oud Dates Delight perfume is a composition that traces a portrait of when you fall in love. That is how the velvety caress, that's a fair assessment, velvety caress, of love cohabits in this fragrance with the sensual touch of passion. The date embraces the peony while the caramel unleashes warmth and anticipates the base accord sublimated by honey and icing sugar. Dates Delight whispers to the heart of those capable of hearing the voice of love. This is damn good. It smells boozy to me. It smells boozy to me. There's Gems. It's like Beetlejuice. I said your name and you appeared. I mentioned how you like everybody's getting this one. I was like, that's because everybody picked this one from the list because it looks so good. It smells super boozy to me. Gems, does it smell boozy to you? Clearly not a note here. This was your first purchase from the house. Do you find it's very, very smooth and easy? I get a little hint of medicinal, just a touch, but it's overall sweet, boozy, warm, thick, and I think that's what makes it so smooth, very boozy. See, so it's not just me, because I don't know what to relate it to. There's no boozy note in this breakdown, but it is a boozy fragrance. See, this is the one of the three that I got that the samples are out of stock, and it's actually a travel spray. But I would encourage sampling this one. I'm glad Jim's jumped in, and it's really good. I'm glad Jim's jumped in the second a lot of what I'm saying. This is a banger right here, guys. This is 9 out of 10. Easy, easy, easy. Okay, Fragrance Decant Boutique. Do you have decants of Dates Delight? I'll just send them your way for decants. Yeah, this is really good. Kind of same vein as Awajan. If Awajan was a bit more boozy, yeah, because the caramel's similar. That makes sense. Yeah. Might be why it resonates with me so much, because Awajan's really good. I procrastinated getting that for years. Middle Eastern one by Dolce, but no. That's way more smoky. Luminous Night, that's way more incense dominant. This is not really smoky. A little touch, hint, but not really. Because it's probably coming from the oud accord, the little light smoky tone I'm getting, but the one Luminous Night is very smoky. So definitely not the same fragrance. I believe it's something with the caramel, cinnamon, and coumarin. It's something making this, and could be the honey, giving it the texture to make it seem like, because it smells like rum to me. Because rum's sugary sweet, right? So that is so smooth. Whatever oud this is, I don't really smell oud anymore. I got a little bit of medicinal at the top, and it's already gone. It's smooth, sweet, and boozy is pretty much what I'm sitting on right now. Little hint of powder and a little bit of warmth that I wouldn't call all that spicy, but it does have a warmth to it. List says Indonesian oud. Well, Kalimantan might be Indonesian. I don't know. Adding a thick and heavy honey could be it too, like the orams. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think that's part of what's given the illusion of the booze is the texturing of the honey, because there's a very specific texture that you'll get with a prominent honey accord, you know. But it makes sense what you're saying, that combination of maybe actually the cinnamon, there's my warmth. And it's not like super fiery, hot, spicy, but it's warm. But the coumarin, caramel, cinnamon, like you were saying, mix that with that honey, that's probably what's doing it. Could possibly be that too, but it's definitely boozy. There's no two ways about it. And the bottle's badass. Bottle's really cool. And on top of the bottle looking really cool, depending on which hand, if you're right-handed, hold it as such. Fits perfectly. If you're left-handed like me, opposite. Hold it as such, and it's very easy to spray. You get nice grip on it, nice firm hold on it when you spray it. Yeah, 9 out of 10. This is an outstanding fragrance. This is going to be the bar. This is going to be the measuring stick for these 3 in this haul. I don't think it's so heavy and cloying that I can't wear it currently with the 70-degree weather that I'm getting every day. In the mornings when it's really humid, probably kind of a sticky, icky feel if I was to wear this early in the day, but midday on into the evening I'll be able to pull this one off. I'll probably put actually. So I got the next several days lined out. We got Oud Scorpion Intense. This stuff's crazy strong. It's a spicy oud. It's supposed to be an oud rose, but it's more of a spicy, dry, woody oud. And it's like ridiculous. This, like, I sprayed it on my hand yesterday and freaking was there the next morning after my shower. We're wearing Abrage this week as well. The greatest Sauvage flanker of all time, Sauvage Eau Forte. We'll be wearing that again this week. Been a while since I've worn it. I was like, why am I not wearing this? I like it. It smells really good. It'll piss a bunch of people on the internet off when I say I like it. So what the fuck? Win, you know? And then we'll add this right at the end. Perfect. So what's that shake out to? Today is the 10th. Heard that elbow pop. 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th. Perfect Valentine's Day. Because I'm actually cooking a special dinner. She doesn't want to go fight the restaurants. So for Valentine's Day, Date's Delight is going to be the fragrance of choice. I have not. I'm sure it's legit. I have not. Cooler Day wearing Ferragamo F Black. Tay, good to see you, sir. Dame, always a pleasure. I just want to make sure I don't get too intense. Love it. Powerhouse for sure. Yeah, dude, I sprayed on my hand yesterday. Like I said, I washed my hands probably 3 times plus a shower, and it was still there on my hand this morning. It's nuclear. It's one of the longest lasting fragrances. Like, it's not overwhelmingly strong if you moderate with the sprays like I usually am, like the 5 spray range like I typically do. But like the longevity is absurd. It was not a skin scent that whole time. It's like it's very noticeable. Not really strong, but very noticeable. Forever. It's like wild how long that stuff lasts. Chilling like a mofiki. All right. Damius Maximus. You got a new nickname there, Dame. The thing about buying Summer Vibes 4.0, nothing it's similar to because it smells like frozen pineapple because it's icy minty, iced pineapple. Just as the same exact thing you heard me say in my review video that I'm sure you watched is what you're going to get right here and now. No, it doesn't smell like anything. It's its own thing for sure. You have a good one, Jims. Good to see you, my man. Be safe out there in them streets. People are wild. People can't drive. Trust me, nobody can drive around here. The cinnamon's setting in more. It is getting a bit more spicy. Yeah, this one gets the TLTG stamp of approval. This is going to be a good date night fragrance. I assumed you did. I assumed you did because I was the launch video. I was the very first video on YouTube for it. Literally all of except the 5th one. Yeah, the first 4, I was the launch video. Or the 3 of the first 4. The original was out before I got it. But 2, 3, and 4, I did the launch video when it came out. But yeah, it's like taking sliced pineapple out of an ice chest. It's like frozen pineapple. Not that I've heard of last. I talked to him yesterday, and I'm assuming he would have found something out today. But at the same time, he was shipping packages. All of you were getting shipping notifications. So he's getting everything done this week. Getting labels printed, getting packages packed and all that good stuff. I don't know if a bunch of stuff went out today, but I know he was preparing everything to get out. He was very busy today. I did text him for a little bit, but I haven't talked to him on the phone. But that stuff's gone. He ain't getting that shit back. 150 grand worth of product. Poof. Never heard of this one. Late getting on. The bottle looks awesome. And it's an amazing fragrance too. The cinnamon's setting in more and more. Can't buy another fragrance until I get 40 knots. Smells so good. Too good. But Prada Carbon. Did you press enter too quick? Sold a fake 1 million eau de toilette today on eBay. You gotta check them sellers better, man. No, I've never tried that one. Never tried it before. So it's time to move into another one. I think we're going to do Plume Impression Onda Doro, which is a leather iris fragrance, if I remember correctly. Forgot it opens from the bottom. The bottles are stunning. Beautiful bottles. Heavy, too. Presentations are nice. It's a shame that I don't keep them, just kind of like the Xerjoff ones. Similar to Xerjoff's boxes. Hefty, hefty bottle. Similar shape to Argos's bottles, but not near as much going on. They're more rounded and everything. They're not exactly the same, but, you know, similar. Onda Doro. Plume Impression. Let's give it a spray. See what work. Oh, God, Dates Delight's so good. It just hit me. See that beautiful atomizer? Ooh. And I know Queening's really good. I've sampled that before. So we might have 3 like serious heat fragrances here. Because House of Oud Dates Delight's 9 out of 10. Outstanding. That's an earthy iris. That's the earthy, like, boiled carrot smell. Like, that's some real iris right there, buddy. That is not the kind of shit you're going to find in a designer fragrance. That is a lot of, like, carrot seed and Florentine iris. Yeah, this ain't that powder bomb, mass appealing, smells like lipstick stuff. Hell no. Super dry. So real iris is waxy and smells like boiled carrots, for those of you who didn't know. Real expensive ass, takes 3 years to cultivate and create. Real iris. This is what it smells like. My man, you already missed my take on Dates Delight. 9 out of 10. Hell yeah. And they were like, Dedrick got that one too. I was like, yes, I can guarantee you any So Avant-Garde affiliate probably picked this because it looked so good in the notes. Right, D? I was not surprised to hear that you got this one too. So today, when our rep reached out, I picked Blue Sapphire, Emerald Sapphire. I've like made some more choices from the House of Oud. I want to get more from the house. 1968 Gritty. Ooh, I'm jealous. Everything Gritty is phenomenal, sir. Yeah, a lot of people love it. You'll get a shipping notification. I got to get with him, Kara, because that's the thing. I'm doing all the shipping at one time, which is tomorrow, because Sangria just came in today finally. So you'll get a shipping notification probably tomorrow. So don't sweat it. You'll get an email. Which, speaking of, message me your email, because that's one thing I'll need. I have your address. I need your email so I can give it to George. 9.5. So D gave it even higher of a rating than I did. I did 9. He gave 9.5. Yeah, that's what I'm sniffing right now, man. Super dry, earthy, boiled carrot smell iris. Not as much leather as I thought I was going to get. Because that's why I picked this one. I remember it being like leather and iris. Oh, yeah, don't worry. We're going to get you taken care of. It's a little bit of an earthy, woody smell setting in. This is definitely a classier fragrance. This is not a casual fragrance. Dates Delight's going to be great for Valentine's Day. It's very date, seductive, alluring. It's very appropriate for the setting. It's going to be perfect for the 14th, right? This is more of an event type of fragrance. I don't think this is something to rock like with this sleeveless Atlanta Braves performance tee that I'm wearing, for example. Wildly underdressed for this fragrance. This is good for a professional setting like Mr. Hicks's career. This would be great in the office. Very dry, very waxy, very good. Let's go to Plume Impressions. Two ml samples are $5.50 before the 10% off. The fragrances are pricey. A masterpiece of a leather fragrance. And see, I don't get loads of leather here. The leather is more of a supportive accord, I find. Pure and refined, just like the person wearing it. I agree with that statement. Elegant suede paired with luxurious iris from the heart of this extraordinary Plume Impression Onda, Doro, Eau de Parfum. The opening sparkles with a radiance of cistus labdanum intertwined with warm hues of amber. A sweet, earthy trio of vanilla, musk, and patchouli conclude this wonderfully crafted scent. Amber leather. The inspiration is in the heart of Tuscany, which is your iris, where the sun-soaked hills embrace tradition and modernity. A fragrant dance unfolds. The air carries the essence of dolce vita, a symphony of passion and love that echoes through time. Perfumes like the whispers of history grace the cobblestone streets, and each scent a chapter in the region's olfactory novel. Amidst this aromatic tapestry, the passion for crafted leather goods thrives, weaving a narrative that dates back centuries. Artisans inspired by the same love that permeates the air meticulously shape leather into timeless treasures. The intricate connection between Tuscany's scents and its finely crafted wares creates a sensory journey, a celebration of heritage and the contemporary spirit. Where is the note breakdown? Cistus labdanum, amber, leather iris, vanilla musk, patchouli. It's a lot of iris. And again, I state, this is not your designer powder bomb iris. This is authentic Tuscan, Florentine iris, Tuscany iris, whatever you want to call it. It is getting a bit more leathery, but it's not the leather bomb that this write-up would make you think, at least not on me. I'm getting mostly the iris. I do get some musk and a little bit of amber, but the leather's subtle here. It may intensify more as it settles down. That makes sense. That makes sense because Justin dresses to the nines a lot for his gigs. And he teaches and he does lessons. Like he's in a lot of more professional musical settings, not just like nightclub type of stuff. Like he plays weddings. He plays like private sets where it's him and a pianist, you know, the trumpet and the piano. And like he does a lot of that stuff where Justin's dabbing, you know, not necessarily always in a suit, but blazer and stuff like that. This would definitely suit Justin's lifestyle. He would probably very much enjoy this. So I'm with you on thinking of Justin for this. That leather's coming in more, and that dryness is starting to settle. It's getting a slight creaminess, which is probably vanilla and patchouli. Vanilla or patchouli, or vanilla and patchouli. It's simmering down a bit. This is another 9 out of 10, by the way. Back-to-back 9 out of 10 outstanding fragrances. These are very artistic. And what do I mean by that? I don't mean a challenge. I mean they're masterfully crafted. That's what I mean by them being artistic. These are works of art. Absolutely beautiful perfumes. Worth sampling if you like authentic natural iris and leather, or if you want a beautifully seductive sweet fragrance that comes across like it's loaded with rum, even though there's no booze. Oh my God, Date's Delight. And the bottle's amazing. But these are both outstanding perfumes. Totally worth sampling. I would not encourage blind buying either. They're very pricey, but definitely not. Yeah. So we are here. Yeah. Royal Bourbon though. This is now my 4th fragrance from them. Nothing tops Royal Bourbon. This would be a close second, though. This is superior than the other 2 that I have. I never reach for the other 2. I forgot exactly which ones they are that I have. Eclat something or another is the first word in that one. That one was okay. It was more fougere-ish. But this is far and wide superior to that. This is on the level of a Royal Bourbon, but a very different profile for a very different setting. Yeah, it's softening up. That sweetness is coming in a bit more, and it's less dry, getting a touch more creamy. It's kind of balancing out a bit more. Oh yeah, that's ugh. Okay, where were we? Hit that thumbs up. Only 50% of viewers right now. Really? Click refresh. It's been a while. We got 152 in the chat. Appreciate you guys. We've been here for an hour. We didn't get started till 25 minutes in. Dedrick, I don't know if you're interested, but Kenneth brought it to my attention. Lamal Elixir Absolute went live on the site. So like 10 minutes of this stream was me going by Lamal Elixir Absolute from Jean-Paul Gaultier. Dropping a quick 140 on the 75 ml. Yeah, we only got 81 likes. We could do better than that, guys. Can we at least get to 100? It does help. I greatly appreciate it. Having to see them got their sample set back. All right. Well, shit. Wow, this is a... Oh, okay. I was about to say that's a long ad. So definitely worthy of a dressier occasion. So meaning with my current lifestyle, limited opportunity to where I'm going to be like, ooh, I need to wear this. So it's going to sit. This one's going to collect dust. It's unfortunate because it's amazing. It's got that wow factor. It's a special, elegant, attractive, very upscale fragrance. I don't put myself in that many settings like that anymore. Those situations are few and far between these days. So this profile, unfortunately, is going to go to waste in my collection because I have so many that can do this job that it's going to be like, okay, that one opportunity has come up. Which of these 78 fragrances I think are perfect for this am I going to wear? And I got a bunch of them that would be 9 out of 10 range of the just throwing out their number of 78 is probably more than that, maybe less, but that's a pretty good number, 78 range. Why 78? Because it's what came to mind. But that's the thing. I'm not in those situations like Justin. He thought of Justin. Justin's in these situations a lot more often. This would get more use in a collection like Justin Copeland's. So, in Dedrick's collection, this would work in his office settings. So we'll put that right over there. Okay. Although I'm not a fan of that bottle either. I already have Blue Talisman sent. Anyway, all right. So with that said, time to refresh. We got a tester of Queening. It's been at least a year since I've smelled it because it was part of that, I think, the Woody Olfactive set. When I had got that set from them. I don't remember exactly. But I only smelled it one time, and it was on a blotter. I remember it being a good fragrance. I believe it's vanilla and iris and stuff like that. Top, clean cotton, cypress, and apple. The mid is orris. There you go. Rum. So this is boozy. Saffron. Dry whipped vanilla bean, fluffy musk, and coconut. It's a tester, so we got notes on the back. Sounds good, right? I'll spray it with you. Hell yeah. Let's do Queening. Everybody seems excited about that one. Did we save the best for last? Probably, because it's a freaking Mind Games fragrance. Creed Absolute Aventus, excellent choice. Yeah, and look, my wife ain't getting this one. She can wear it if she wants. I love their magnetic caps. She can wear it if she wants, but she can't have it. 2 sprays on the lion's face. Oh, yeah, that vanilla. It's fluffy. It's very whipped, creamy vanilla type of smell. A little fruity. Got to be the apple. Fruity, fluffy, whipped, creamy vanilla. That's basically what I'm getting right now. It's powdery, it's soft, it's airy, but not weak. When I say soft, never mistaken that for me meaning it's weak. No, that's never what I mean when I say that. Oh, yeah. I mean, I didn't request a tester. I just knew they were going to send a tester. It's usually when you get Mind Games from the list, it's usually a tester. Delicious for sure. That is indeed delicious. Damn, smells better today than when I first sprayed it because it's macerated, bro. Right? They only get better. You're not supposed to wear it when you first get it. Vanilla Virgin Island water. You know, there's an argument for that because of the coconut. It's not citrus, but it is sugary sweet because of the way the vanilla comes across. But you got fruitiness from apple, but it's still coconut. It's wispy and airy at the same time. The fluffiness, that whipped appeal. So there's an argument for it. I see where you're coming from. It's similar to the way it wears. And there's elements of the profile that relate to one another, but that clearly not the same fragrance, but I get what you mean. There's definitely relatability here. I bet. And if I let my wife smell this, she will try to steal this bottle. She will ask if it's for her. I'm going to say, you can wear it, but it ain't going on your shelf. You got to come to the Mind Games section if you want it. Exactamundo. Yeah, I totally get where you're coming from. I agree. I totally agree. Not redundant to have, but if you like one, you'll probably like the other because they kind of work the same. Lancome Tresor Midnight Rose. Never tried that one. Good to see you, though. I mean, we got a hat trick of 9 out of 10s here. I mean, I've never really smelled a Mind Games fragrance that I would give anything less than an 8.5. Like a mediocre fragrance from them is an 8.5, which is not mediocre. They just don't put anything out that's not phenomenal. Like everything's great, bordering outstanding on to outstanding. This is one of the most justifiably expensive brands I've ever seen. They're pricey. You can catch them from discounters in the 200s, you know, but man, this is its own rabbit hole. Mind Games is a dangerous, dangerous brand for people that don't want to spend $250 to $400 on a bottle. It's a dangerous brand because you're going to smell some of their stuff and just like, oh my God, buttery sweet's a great way to describe it. Yes. Dedrick did a review on it last year. He said it's really good, but it doesn't capture the magic, which no surprises here. Some would beg to differ, but I definitely enjoy mine. Beg to differ on what? Mind Games collectability is crazy too with the whole design, the identity of the chess pieces, the fragrance names. Yeah, for sure. I totally agree. A coconut setting in more. It's more of a it's not the creamy suntan lotion type of coconut. It's more like fleshy coconut, like coconut shavings. Think the kind of coconut you find on a coconut cake. Those coconut shavings are the kind of coconut shavings you would see fried in batter on the coconut shrimp. That fleshy part of the coconut. It smells very photorealistic to that. Well, sample it first. Don't just buy it. Don't do that. Being a great purchases. Talk of the town, it seems, but I haven't enjoyed a minute of my experience with the house. Haven't not enjoyed a minute. Yeah, I'm with you on that. Sales rep at Neiman's wearing Queening when I first smelled it there. It was so beautiful on her. I'm sure it's going to smell amazing on my wife. I'm definitely going to let her check it out. Like I said, she can't keep the bottle. She can come in here when she wants to spray it. She can wear it all she wants. I'm not going to argue with you on a clone versus the original when it comes to a niche fragrance. 98% is you being very generous. 90% is pretty realistic for some clones. Yeah, but 98%, that's like basically saying it's the same exact fragrance for the most part. No. Yeah, for sure. Where was I? It's especially true if you're not a collector. You get one or the other. Have both and layered the phenomenon. Okay, I understand. Where were we? Mind Games being a great purchase. Okay, I did that one already. Sampling this house is dangerous. That's exactly my sentiments. Yeah. Trying my best not to treat myself to Mentor. And we had somebody that had a bad experience with Mentor earlier where it smelled like a molecule fragrance to him. It was underwhelming. I was very surprised, but it's a great thing he sampled first. Coconut shavings. Yes. Like an almond joy, but not quite that type of sweet and artificial. That's more artificial coconut. Like this is more like almond joy type of sugary coconut. This is more artificial. This is fucking amazing, but it's more artificial. This is much more authentic. The oil quality here is just far superior. That's why they're expensive. I don't know if they do. I'm sure they do. Why wouldn't they? It's got me twice, Mentor and French Defense. That's my two favorites. That's the ones. Yeah, that's who had the bad experience with Mentor, by the way. Mr. Goodman. That's it. Dedrick. It smelled like Mentor smelled like a molecule fragrance to him. It was like he barely got anything. I was shocked when he told me. It was like, damn, it's a good thing you sampled. Edition, you sample Mind Games. Yeah, it's a dangerous brand to sample, except for Mr. Goodman. I would encourage you to still try others from the house. It might have just been that one-off, Tried what? at your Burlington. What you talking about? Left queen on my wife, but the forward would be my next. Yep, I have a bottle of the forward. I need to spray it. I need to wear, I want to wear Very next because it's perfect for the spring. Favors more the OG and the dry down. Talking about Yeoman Law's French Defense, for those of you wondering. Check out his full review. He did a full review video on it. Fell in love with my sample. Azuli's Diamonds. One I just did not enjoy. And that was one of the ones I liked a bit less. You know, Yellow Flowers just didn't work for me. Yeah, they're a great brand. Hawaiian Tropic Coconut. It's a good way to look at it. Jadob's a lot of people's favorite. Gambit, Double Attack. I mean, it's crazy to think how why am I drawing a Blockade had its moment in the sun, and then everybody experienced all the other stuff and was like, oh shit. Because that mango pink pepper heavy take on Aventus is phenomenal. Blockade, let's not forget, Blockade's amazing. But it gets overshadowed because there's way better fragrances beyond Blockade from the house. It's amazing. It's amazing. I totally get it. You got Mind Game samples at Burlington, is what you just said? I've already tried them, Ross, at my Burlingtons. And you say Mind Game samples. You found Mind Games samples at Burlington. Really? Tried a few from the house, but they didn't move me. Damn. So maybe it's just not a brand for you, because I'm like that with Frederick Mall. Just doesn't work for me. Initio, there's some good stuff, but nothing where I feel like I have to have a bottle. That's why I don't own anything Initio, but I've had decants of like 8 of their fragrances. Same thing with Frederick Mall. I've had box samples of like 6 of their fragrances, and I don't own the bottle. Grandmaster's a good one too. Yeah, Very's amazing. Yes, super fresh citron, earthy but fresh and green and citric. A little smoked. Yeah, Very's amazing. Blockade's fantastic. It's just quick to get overshadowed. Blockade's a good spot to start because of the familiarity. It's a twist on Aventus. It's Aventus, but it's not Aventus at the same time. Grandmaster's overlooked. Blind bought French Defense. Try not to get more. Blind bought Blockade. Mind Games really is a rabbit. I mean, that's 2 of their best ones that you blind bought, but there's always that risk that you don't like it, you know. Whoops. Gambit will be my first Mind Game that smells fire. Even better, shares the name of my favorite Marvel character. Yeah, so I'm kind of surprised. What's up, Kaylin? So you can tell they just hyping up Yeoman Law. Dedrick said their French Defense is 85%. Can't be talking like it's so close and so good. Because Dedrick reviewed it a while back, and I know he sent a decant to Kara, and I think Kara had a similar assessment where, like, it's really good, but it's like it's still the original is so much better. Correct me if I'm wrong, Kara. I believe that was her assessment as well. My bad, I meant Nordstrom. Okay, I was about to say, now that makes a lot more sense. At Nordstrom, yes, because they sell them in Nordstrom. Banana Republics. Yeah, basically. Dark Cherry and Amber is not French Defense. I've had other people ask me about that. No, it is not. No, it is not. People hear cherry and sweet and they're like, oh, French Defense. No. No. Just like it's not Baccarat Rouge either. For years, people said it was a Baccarat Rouge clone. No, it's not. 4 Initio clones. Frederick Mall's Muskrat Azure. The rest lean too granny for me. I saw day 3 at Burlington. No, you did not. You definitely did not. Valentine's Day fragrance for sure. Only place I've seen Mind Games full bottles is Macy's. They got them Macy's? Really? Nordstrom and Neiman's, sure. Bloomingdale's probably. I didn't think they had them at Macy's. Noted. I guarantee. No. He meant Nordstrom. He corrected it. Mind Games is nice, but I hate the quality of the bottles for the price. Those wooden cap lids fall. And it's only on certain ones. It's on their older ones that have this. Because I dropped my Blockade on my desk and it cracked in half and popped off. I had to glue it back together and glue it down. If I was to show you the top of my Blockade, you could see the little seam where it's split and it's got glue. Because I glued it back together. And then after that was cured, I glued it down back to the bottle. Yeah, that you don't want to drop it. Thank God that was the only thing that broke. I dropped the damn thing. But their newer ones don't have these wooden tops. Your best perfume. I don't have a best perfume. I have over 2,000 fragrances. A best anything doesn't exist. I have a bunch of favorites. The word best is just for the search terms because viewers type the word best in the search bar. There's no best. There's just some favorites. I have no one that's better than everything. It's just impossible. If I found one fragrance to be the best of all, I wouldn't have over 2,000 fragrances. I wouldn't. Make sense? Yes, it does. I know. I've never tried opera. For me, not at all. I don't know. I got to smell it to know. I get you. They reached out and I turned them down. I just wasn't interested. There's a bunch of brands that reach out and I turned like 70% of them down. Oh, yeah, for sure. Understandable. Bloomingdale's. Yeah, I know Bloomingdale's has it. Macy's is stepping into the niche. Well, look, Dillard's has too. I mean, Miss Heather's a Creed rep. Captain America and Iron Man. There you go. Been trying to try a mentor, but it's an exclusive to Neiman's for a year. Yeah. Yeah, when it first came out, yeah. It hasn't been, it's only been 5 or 6 months, I think. Roughly 6 months, maybe, since it came out. Wreck-It Ralph. Bring back Austin Aromas. What? I'm confused. Oh, you blocked. Oh shit, you blocked Austin? Yeah, sure as shit did. Unhide user on this channel. Sorry, channel member. Sorry, Austin. Oh, that's hilarious. Daddy daycare is in full effect. Dedrick's kids are blocking my channel members. Jesus Christ. I was wondering what I'm like, what? And then it dawned on me, oh shit, you blocked Austin? You're unblocked, Austin. What the hell? Look, yeah. So look, when you got the kids with you, let me know. I'll take your wrench so that can't happen. And after, I'll give you your wrench back. I only want you moderating when the kids ain't jumping on you. Yeah, Austin's going to be a good sport about it. Yeah, it only captures the dry down. It doesn't touch the opening. See, there we go. Pretty much the same assessment. So I started going live, I remember. Yeah, it really wasn't. This was years ago, though. Congrats on all the success in the space and beyond. I got to head out. I appreciate you, Spencer. You have a good one, man. Thanks for coming through. It's all good. We're just giving you a hard time. Just realizing how into it I was over the years. I've been into fragrance since I was a kid. Still got the sinus issues a little bit. I've been into fragrance since I was a kid. Early 2000s is when I realized just how I would. Dolce & Gabbana Light Blues release in 05 was when I realized how into it I was. Because I had double-digit fragrances back then. Yeah. Checkmate by Mind Games. Great fragrance that no one talks about. It's absolutely. I'm sorry, I'm distracted because I see all these laughing emojis. Getting banned unless you shell out that Mind Games money. Yeah, there you go. Send them a towel number 5 too many times. My bad, y'all. No, it's all good. Everybody tells me I need to try that. I just haven't done it yet. Dedrick making sure he has more viewers than you, Ross. I mean, we share the same audience for the most part. Like hanging around the 140, 150 range. Dedrick's always hanging around that 100 to 150 range now too. Dedrick's doing great, man. It depends on the topic, and that's when I'll get 200 plus, or when I have George or something like that, or hell, when I had Dedrick the other day, we had 200 plus. It all depends on what we're doing. Usually, when I do is eye fragrance split screens, we'll have 2 something. It all depends. Yeah, that was funny. That was funny as shit. Be real, Austin Roma guys has been asking for a block for a while, right? No way the kids sent Austin up out of here. Really should try that, by the way. That's what I'm saying. A bunch of people have told me I should. So I got my answer because I was thinking, should I offer the link to Dedrick? But now that I know Daddy Daycare is in full effect, blocking my channel members and shit. Well, excuse the language. His kids, I know his kids are right there. My bad. Yeah, so I won't send him the link because it's pointless. He won't be able to get on. Because seeing Dedrick in the live chat, I say, oh, so he's got a little bit of time. But no, he's watching the kids right now. Daddy daycare, it's in full effect. Cheers to that. By the way, new to me, I don't know how new, but watermelon Jolly Rancher C4 when I was at Walmart yesterday, because they had the Welch's Grape Ghost last time I went, and I was like, when I run out, I need to go get some more. I ran out all my those cases of energy drinks are gone now. I was like, let me get a few before I make an online order. Let me just go grab a few. They didn't have none. I was like, shit. But they had this and green Jolly Rancher. So I grabbed one green Jolly Rancher and 2 of the watermelons. Wife even likes it. She don't even like energy drinks. She took a sip. She's like, how does that not have sugar? I ask myself that every time I try one of these like classic childhood love flavors of like a watermelon Jolly Rancher is my favorite. I describe Nitro Red as a watermelon Jolly Rancher, right? I'm drinking Dumont Nitro Red right now. It's so authentic to having a watermelon Jolly Rancher in your mouth when you take a sip of this. It's unbelievable. It's uncanny is actually the word I'm looking for. It's uncanny how accurate. Look, the addiction is real, but at least they taste amazing. And that was exactly what my wife said. She's like, I understand why you get all of these now. That's dangerous. So that's dangerous that they're that accurate to these. I was like, yeah, why do you think I talk about the Kool-Aid Tropical Punch Rise drink and the Welch's Grape Ghost, Sour Watermelon Warhead Ghost? Like, they are spot on. Skittles C4, cherry, the cherry Cool Pops or whatever, C4, spot on. For those of you that like cherry, the grape one's really good. The Hawaiian peaches or whatever, mango is really good, but the cherry one is the way to go. I could go on and on. I've tried a ton of these like officially licensed flavors from these different brands, and they are so freaking good. Man, there's so many of them that are so freaking good. So I saw that Strawbango. I almost bought it because the strawberry daiquiri one, strawberry mango daiquiri one they had, it tasted like a non-alcoholic daiquiri, and it was like, I didn't even finish it. I only drank half of it and threw it away. I was like, never again. I think they discontinued it, and I was like, good riddance when I saw the post. But I did see the Strawbango one is the one you're talking about, strawberry mango banana, and I debated on grabbing it, and then this caught my eye. It was literally the next thing over, and I was like, what? I'm gonna just get those. But this is my last one. I only had 3 over the last 3 days. I had 2 of these and one of the Apple Jolly Rancher. So I need to get some more. I need to jump on Vitamin Shop and see if they got any deals on those cases of Rise again, because they had they were on sale for $20. No, they had buy one get one half. Plus, I had a 50% off code for Ghost, I think is what it was. No, it was stackable. They had the buy one get one half on Rise, so like every other case was 20. It was $19 because they're $40 a case. So I got 4 cases of Rise. I got 2 Kool-Aids, 1 Sunny D, and 1 that blue sour patch, sour strips, whatever, that I've been drinking on stream. And then I got 2 cases of the Welch's Grape Ghost, and they had like 15% off on those because I had reached a certain dollar amount. So it was stackable. I did that. I would love to run across that. I got 6 cases of energy drinks. That lasted me so long. So I just drank 1 or 2 depending on the day, because it depends on if I'm having pre-workout. If it's like a day when I'm not having pre-workout, like one of my days off from the gym, because that's like 350 milligrams of caffeine. If I'm not having that dose of caffeine, I'll have 2 energy drinks that day. Because I have a 200 milligram caffeine pill, and I'm fasted to go do my cardio in the morning. I start the day with 200 milligrams of caffeine. So I hover in that 800 milligram range, double the recommended dose. Any advice? You're 24. Don't get anybody pregnant yet. There's your advice. Don't get anybody pregnant. Wait till you're like 30. Establish yourself. Best advice I could give. Establish yourself better before you have Lil Quez or Quezette. Quezina. Make sense? That's the advice. That's good advice, too, if I say so myself. Good to see you, sir. C4 Blue Raspberry Jolly Rancher one hits. I didn't know they had that one. Do they have a grape Jolly Rancher one? Because that's my second favorite. Is grape. Cherry Jolly Rancher. All the Jolly Ranchers, really. I mean, come on. But Blue Raspberry and Grape are my other 2 favorites. That'd be amazing. I didn't know they had those because I just saw what they had at Walmart. They had some new stock, and I was like, let me grab a couple things here just to hold me off. Just keep living. Basically the same advice. Don't get anybody pregnant. In order to keep living your life the way you want to live it, don't get anybody pregnant. Uncandy. There you go. Close enough. Instead of uncanny, it's uncandy. I know, but the thing is without the sugar, because all the flavors they're replicating are based around a sugar-based candy. And sucralose with the artificial flavor is making it happen, because that's the only sweetener I came across in here is sucralose. Yep. It's amazing. No, it's because I took a nap before because I killed myself doing legs earlier, and I was sick all week last week, and I'm just getting my levels of not being as fatigued back, and I had a serious ass leg workout. I just want to show you. This was 2 exercises in. I did single leg hamstring curls and leg, and I still had 1 set left of hammer strength leg press. I was only 2 exercises in, and I still had 1, 2, 3, 4 exercises to go. And I was sweaty like this. By the way, 15 weeks out at 24 more pounds. I'm going to look crazy on stage this year. I already got abs at 197, which I was 195.2 today. I was 196 yesterday for the picture. But watch how sweaty. Look how fucking sweaty. My shirt, you can't really tell. It's all the darker spots is all soaking wet sweat. I was sweaty as I put 2 exercises in. I was soaking ass wet. Them hamstring, boy, big improvement from last year. Quads popping. Anyways, yeah, great leg day today, but wore me out. I was dog dead ass tired. I walked into Cava. They said, "You look dead." Yeah, I was dragging ass. When I got home, Heidi said, "Wow, you're wore out." Yep. Dog ass tired. Next 10 years is going to get real interesting. Why you say that? Oh, with Quez? Got the Sunny D you were talking about last week. That was pretty good. Yeah, it's basically carbonated Sunny D. It's clear. It doesn't look like Sunny D if you look at the liquid, but it tastes like carbonated Sunny Delight. I like to have that one for breakfast. When I had the case of those, that's the one I would have with my first meal because it just tastes like you're drinking Sunny D for breakfast. That's strong, though. They got way stronger stuff than these. That's only 200 milligrams of caffeine. They got energy drinks with 400 milligrams of caffeine. A bunch of beta alanine. That this does a little microdose of it. They'll make your skin crawl and shit. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I haven't tried any of those, and I don't know the notes on none of them. I don't want to know. Don't tell me shit. They're going to be coming my way. So I never tried the Swedish Fish one because I didn't like the candy. I don't like Swedish Fish candy all that much. But the Welch's Grape, 100% my favorite. If I could only pick one energy drink to drink for the rest of my life, it would be the Welch's Grape Ghost. It is that good. Oh, God. Yeah, I'm hyping it right now. Try that. My one of my gyms has it now. They have it in store at the Vitamin Shop in Panama City. They had it at Walmart last time I went. The row was totally empty. Everybody bought them up. It's popular. It is spot on. It is carbonated Welch's grape juice. Cayenne Classic by Al Watania. Thanks for the reviews, bro. Love the channel. I've tried those C4 energy drinks too. Thank you, Trey. I appreciate that. See, I never tried that one. I never see it. The Citrus Ghost is pretty good too. The green and yellow can, lemon lime one. They got that one at the gas station. I always get gas at. Usually, if I'm in the mood for a drink, I'll grab one of those. See what fragrance my kids and wife get me for my birthday. Fingers crossed it's something good. You can find on the website. Looks like I have to buy mine from eBay. Move to the States. Come to a good country, man. I don't know what to tell you. That was the advice I gave earlier with the person that mentioned, Canada's site won't let you buy it. I said, move to the States. Boss Descent Absolute. You don't hear anything about that one because the last several have been so good. Fragrance World's Imperium. That's a good interpretation of Elysium. James, good to see you, sir. COLOGNE Infinity. Got me about to pull that trigger. Any thoughts? Infinity Absolute. Because that one's really good. It's like a woodsy take on Aventus. Jelly Belly came out with the buttery popcorn. And see, I was skeptical about that one at first, but surprisingly good. Been a while since I've had it. You know those grocery stores, like shout outs to HEB, for example, where they have the make your own bag, variety bag of Jelly Belly, and they got all the different dispensers? Buttery popcorn flavor. You'd think buttery popcorn jelly bean sounds nasty. Surprisingly good. As a kid, I was surprised how accurate it was. Yeah, surprisingly good. I indulge in Celsius. And see, I don't like the taste of Celsius. Any of the flavors. I tried 2 of the different flavors. And they just have this like... If that's what earwax tastes like, I wouldn't be surprised. That's what I'm thinking. Earwax might taste like. And I know people love it. Celsius. I don't get it. I don't like them. Solid advice. Yeah, right? Touche. That's it. It's great advice. I'm telling you. Caffeine before cardio. Good luck. Oh, yeah. Fasted, too. With some yohimbine as well. 15 milligrams of yohimbine. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. And some B12 and B6 and L-carnitine. Mm-hmm. G Fuel had a Wumpa fruit. Wumpa fruit. Fruits come from Crash Bandicoot. Best I ever tasted. Pac-Man Cherry. I don't want to say I tried the Pac-Man one a while back, like 2 years ago or something. Always hit legs. Oh, yeah, I do legs twice a week. Did legs today. I'm going to be doing legs again Friday. I got 2 different leg workouts. No, hell no. Hell no. Fucking get wheelchaired out that motherfucker if you got to. I don't walk in that bitch unless I'm giving it all I got. Nope. If I'm well enough to walk in that bitch, I'm well enough to give everything I got. That's how I view it. Yep. Stay home, sir. Yeah. Because it was just like sinus bullshit. You know, it wasn't like super sick, contagious kind of stuff. The flu or anything like that. Or the Brovitz, as Jersey Shore likes to call it. I don't like calling it COVID because it's the stupid thing in the first place. There's people wearing masks all over that work at Walmart around here. It's just stop it. But yeah, like I'm not like dog ass flu-like symptoms kind of sick. So pre-workout and go. Give it all I got. I'm sure that was the happiest day of your life, but there's no reason to rush it. How old were you when you got pregnant? Because if you tell me 20, I'm gonna say, ooh, if you could have just held off 5 or 6 more years. Because I know you can't plan it most of the time. This is why condoms exist and pulling out and all those things, sir. Just gonna throw that out there. I know you love your daughter, but I'm not saying you made a mistake or nothing. Please don't mistake in what I'm saying. Just advice for Quez. You're 24. I doubt he's secure in his career, making 6 figures and shit. It's like, man, establish yourself before you create another life, if you can. Obviously, we can't always plan for these things. They just happen, which more than likely, I'm assuming that's probably what happened for you. That's what happens with most people. It just kind of happens, you know. But if you can, try to establish yourself as best you can. Makes it that much better and easier financially to raise your child the way you want to. I think we could all agree with that if you establish yourself first. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's amazing. It's so good. Oh. Mr. Hyde from Pro Support, the original. So I have Hyde Nightmare, the Jawbreaker flavors. What I just grabbed that one at Walmart. I give up on ordering specific stuff from from online at the different places and all. Like, I haven't grabbed Total War in forever because I Total Warred myself to death for a couple of years from Redcon. And it's just like, that's good enough. You know, they all have similar ingredients. As long as I got 6 grams of L-citrulline and 3.2 grams of beta-alanine, as long as I got that in there with at least 200 milligrams of caffeine, I'm good. That's all I really need it for. Help me get a pump and wire me up just a little bit, because I really don't get that. I don't get jitters and shit like that. I'm not the 2-scoop guy. I'm going to do the 1 scoop. That's all I need. And I drink it intra-workout. I don't drink it before. I drink it throughout, because I drink 2 liters of water while I'm at the gym. So I put a little bit of Crystal Light, because 1 scoop of pre-workout and 64 ounces of water, pretty thinned out, watered down flavor. You're going to put a little bit of Crystal Light in there to juice up the flavor. This is more about getting hydration for me than anything else, honestly. I have not. Marshmallow Jelly Belly. Jelly Bellies are so good, man. I haven't had those in so long. Let's not talk about candy anymore. Has an energy drink note. I wouldn't know what that is supposed to smell like. We're here. So we're at hour 36. We're down to 114 to the core. We're gonna be shutting this down here in just a sec. Yeah, I'm like a monk right now. That's the 8. Focus. You must. Blinders. Focus. Chase ass later. Or be safe about it if you're gonna chase ass right now. I get it. You're 24. You're prime ass chasing years. Oh, that's a good one. 27 is not too young. You just feel like it was, I guess, but you were probably still dicking around at 20 is why you're saying that. Because I took on a 9-year-old and an 11-year-old, or no, I'm sorry, a 6-year-old and an 11-year-old when I was 24. So my wife was 33 when we started dating. I was 24. I came into 2 stepkids, and she couldn't have any more kids. She had the surgery, which I was cool with. I never wanted kids, but I raised 2 nonetheless. I helped raise 2. And that's why I'm able to live the way I live now. They're out the house. They're in their 20s. I'm just turned 40. They're in their 20s. You know, well, one of them's in their 20s. The other one just turned 20. So, yeah. So I'm good. You know, I'm able, while my friends have like 3rd graders, I ain't got no kids in the house. So my situation was a little different from all of my friends I grew up with. That's a good price. Okay. Dolly Parton, Duncan Hansi. Y'all just wanting to talk about snacks right now. Look, I am having a refeed month where I'm filling back out, but it's just more rice. Increase the amount of rice I eat is what happened. And I got oats back with my blueberries for breakfast. I haven't had oats in months. Finally got oats with my blueberries again. Oh, God, yeah, that's way too much, too. Yes, I remember that. That's crazy. Because you don't think about it when you're that age. You're thinking with your dick. Most guys are thinking with their dick when they're 24. I grew up fast. I was dicking around. I didn't have cable. I had internet. I'd watch Scrubs and Chappelle Show DVDs over and over because it was like that wasn't that important to me. I was riding my mountain bike to the gym. I had my Dodge Ram and everything. I had a vehicle and everything. I had my rental duplex and all that shit. But I didn't have much of shit because I didn't give a shit. You know what I mean? I didn't give a shit. I was living like most 24-year-olds do, like money to do the other extracurricular shit. When I got with her and decided we were going to get serious, shit changed. Started upgrading the career path, you know, started doing what I had to do. Next thing you know, packing pallets in a -6-degree freezer with performance incentive. So I had to be the best, get the most out of my performance bonus every week. Working a night shift, doing that shit, then moved into going into wireline, worked offshore for several years, bought our first house. Like, change priorities when you find the one you want to stay with. You know what I mean? Especially when you're taking on a ready-made family, just add Ross. That's basically what I did. Ready-made family, just add Ross. Congrats. Just because you were 30 doesn't mean you're established. Are you established, John? Congratulations, by the way. Yes, please, no more snack talk. Had a legitimate date. Really? I don't know what advice to give you, man. I really don't know. Just turned 30 in January. I still feel like I'm 15. Hey, man. I'm 40 going on 13, apparently, because I dress like a teenager. But yeah, teenagers today dress nothing like me. I dress like I did when I was a teenager. I'm the same. Well, that's a good one. That's a very good fragrance. I raised 2. I took on 2. Ross, oldest 21, then had 2. Now the youngest is 9. Damn, so you all over the place. You all over the place, man. More power to you. Yes. That's what I'm saying. Like after this, 170 grams of 97% lean ground turkey, 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil, 12 grams of lemon preserve harissa, and 100 grams of jasmine rice, and about half an onion that's been sauteed in macadamia nut oil. So I'm about to eat. High carb day. That's what I eat, the same thing every single day. But that's also why I have abs at 196 pounds right now, when last year I did not have abs at 196 pounds with my loose skin, which is just going to get worse as I drop more and more weight. But that's me with a pump yesterday at the gym. That's why I look like that. I work very hard to look like that. And the biggest part of it is the way I eat. Yes, the way I train matters a whole lot. Yes, the supplementation, the extracurricular stuff, PDs, all that good shit. It all factors in. But that kitchen, that's more than half of it. If that ain't locked down, you can't out-train a bad diet. Greatest thing I've ever heard Stone Cold Steve Austin say. Can't out-train a bad diet. It's the truth. Yeah, fucking right. I wear what I like. Year-round, every day. And it's mostly athletic apparel. I'm in an oversized athletic apparel kick, gym stuff. It's fair. A lot of my friends that are my age look much older than me. They look more weathered. Like, I don't necessarily look 40. I got a little bit of salt, but I don't necessarily look 40. And it's not just because of how I dress. I just don't have that aged of a face. I probably look more like I'm 30 to 33 range. Like, I don't look super young or anything, but I also don't look like my childhood friend Keith. He looks 50. He definitely looks 50. He's completely, for like 5 or 6 years now, he's been, his beard, his hair, everything completely white. All my friends are out of shape. Dad bod like a motherfucker. Like heavy gut dad bod kind of stuff, let themselves go. So you age more when you don't take care of yourself. You look more aged. You just do. Best thing I ever did was start taking care of myself more. Still feel like the adults are out to get me. There you go. We're all young at heart. I will be this way when I'm 60, 70, however old I live to be. I'll just look like an older version of what you see now. Possibly still wearing this chain. Going to still be wearing these earrings because I don't plan on ever. I have some things in the works, but I don't plan on ever working for anyone else again. God willing, if I can help it. So hence why I committed to like hand tattoos and stuff. Pass some of that around. That sounds amazing. What do you mean? Pass what around? Oh, man. All the stuff that's considered a clubbing fragrance is like the norm of what my wife would prefer me to wear every day. Sweet designers. Oh, yeah. 40 pounds in 3 weeks. Damn, Kaylin. Avoid the sugars and the saturated fats and you'll keep it off. Damn. Because that ain't 40 pounds of water. Like 10 or 12 pounds of it was water retention. Maybe 15. I don't really know exactly. I've seen what you look like in pictures, but I don't. It's hard to verify just by looking at you how much water retention you got. But a lot of that was body fat. A little bit was body mass of lean tissue too. But man, you'll keep it off if you change eating habits just a little bit. Just a little bit. You'll keep it off. Do you have a fucking parasite? 40 pounds in 3 weeks? That sounds like a fucking parasite got you, man. Hope you're okay. No. Jasmine rice, man. Bodybuilders eat jasmine rice. Not brown rice, not long grain white rice. Some will eat white rice, but most coaches are going to tell you to eat jasmine rice. But I've been eating jasmine rice for 15 years. My wife is half Filipino. She switched me to jasmine rice fucking forever ago. In my 20s, I switched to jasmine rice. I've been eating that for a long time. It's a simple carb, but it doesn't convert to sugar. It's good for glycogen storage and energy. It's filling on top of that. And the carbohydrate value, like for a full cup, 140 grams cooked, is actually a sizable portion of rice. And it's only like 30 something grams of carbs. It's not all sugar. It's like 1 or 2 grams of its sugar. Rice, man. Yes. Even when cutting, like when I go back to a heavy deficit, I'll still have certain meals where the carbs are rice. But it'll be just a little bit on certain days. 24-5. Wow. Quinoa. Yeah, quinoa is great. Jasmine rice and quinoa. Yeah, exactly. No, that's not being shipped. That's under pre-order right now. No. Extreme is being shipped. He hasn't even done the live stream to reveal the bottle yet. I believe they're supposed to do that tomorrow on Joey's channel, was the plan. I don't know if that's still the plan, but yeah, that's not happening. Not right now. I'm getting my bottle tomorrow. He sent it to me already. Mine comes in tomorrow. So I can spend a little time with it, and then this weekend I'll do a review. And I'm hoping it's better for me than the lab sample. The lab sample was way too funky for me. Yes, I have tried it. It was okay. I like God of Fire more. Hey, man, doing way better now. I gained 5 pounds. Hey, probably a good move. Yeah, and look, like I said, you just slightly change your eating habits. You won't put all of it back on. You'll put some. Older version of myself. Yeah, for sure. My dinner, pass it around. I mean, hell no, man. I got to enjoy my meals. I got 6 meals a day. When I was bulking, it was 7 meals a day. So we're just refeeding right now because we cut down. I lost 14 pounds last month. I haven't put any weight back on. We've been into this refeed for 10 days now. I've filled out. I've gotten a little stronger. Joints feel a little bit healthier, but I haven't put weight on the scale, but my body recomposition, again, got abs, not shredded, but there they are. So got a good coach, man. Lacey was a great coach. John, I've gotten to know John I've been working out with John since I moved to Florida. So that's my guy. I'm really glad I switched to John. He understands me even more. Again, no shade to Lacey. I love Lacey. I still talk to Lacey. Shout outs to Team Limitless Pursuit. But yeah, I'm in a good spot. She helped me build a really good foundation last year. And then now we're just taking it to the next level. Le Beau Le Parfum, yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Because my wife's a big fan of that. Now, outside of what ladies like beyond my wife, I don't know and I don't care. You got to remember, I'm not seeking other women's opinions outside of my wife. So I can't help you with that because everybody's different anyway. No group of 10 women are going to think the same thing when it comes to a fragrance. You just got to try some stuff for yourself. I just wanted it. I've had this rope chain for years and years. I just wanted this dumbbell. It's just stainless steel dumbbell. Yeah. So I've always been into the gym, but it's pretty much once I went full-time here, I had the time. And I've always loved the gym. It's like I have no excuse to not get back into the gym. And then when I finally got some blood work done, because I was lethargic, low energy, sex drive was low, all the low T signs. And I went to get my blood work done, and I had the testosterone of a 70-year-old man. My testosterone level was like a 130 nanograms per deciliter. It was abysmal. And I got on TRT, and it's like, all right, I'm on testosterone now. And I have the mentality of I'm not going to waste this. I'm really going to dedicate myself in the gym now, since I'm just going to live on testosterone moving forward. And that's what went from getting serious to we're in it now. This is the lifestyle. We're doing it. And it got to a point to where it's like, I want to compete. That was a bucket list thing. I always wanted to do that. I want to compete. Had the conversation with the wife and got with a recommended coach for my friends because I'm friends with gym owners and bodybuilders. I've established relationships over the years because I've been to so many gyms. I'm always on and off with the gym. I have been most of my life since I was like 14. My first job was at Body Elite Fitness that doesn't exist anymore. When I was 15, that was my very first job. So I just decided it was time. It's the lifestyle I've always wanted to live, and I have the availability to do it. So I do it. And I take it very seriously. I love bodybuilding. Love it. Competition or not, I love bodybuilding. Bodybuilding is not just competing. It's the lifestyle. It's the nutrition. It's the training. It's everything. It's a culture and a lifestyle. So creatine fills your actual muscle bellies with water. It forces water into glycogen into the muscle for energy, and it creates a larger volume, the illusion of a bigger muscle. It doesn't actually put water under the skin. It doesn't create water retention. That's a misconception. It actually helps force water into the muscle, not under the skin on top of the muscle. Oh, who wants to retain a bunch of water? Who wants that? I don't know about you, but I like vascularity. I like my veins showing. I have seen it, yeah. Oh, rice isn't bad for you. Well, I could have sweet potato, Yukon Gold when I'm bulking, but I actually have a 5-ounce sweet potato from one of my meals, but I just sub it out with rice because it's just easier. I got rice cooked already. Healthy. I put back fresh fruit and chicken and rice back in my meal. Hell yeah, that's awesome, man. It's end of the day, Tippy Toes. I don't know if that's actually a fragrance or not. Good to see you. Oh, I'm sure you're enjoying it too. The internet's not real, guys. The internet is not real. We're definitely shutting it down in 2 hours. We went, 22 minutes so far further than I wanted to. Never tried it. Never tried it. Chicken gets old fast for me. I don't eat chicken at all. I eat ground turkey instead. Chicken just gets too old too fast. It's definitely a standout. It's good stuff. I did. I got one first place medal and 3 second place medals last time. What I didn't get was an opportunity to go for an overall and qualify for nationals because I wasn't ready for that. And I don't know if I'm necessarily going to do that this time. I'm going to just bring the best package I can. I'm going to be much bigger and leaner than I was last time. Improved a lot on my weak points too. I'd like to win an overall. May 24th and June 21st. That's my 2 shows. Alabama and Florida. So we'll see. Gotcha. Oh, I have no idea. And maybe. And see, I can't get down with avocado. I just don't like avocado. I had him sub that out. That's why I do the olive oil to get my fats. I do coconut oil in the morning with one of my meals. And the other meals I do olive oil because I just can't get down with avocado. I just don't like it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yep. It's a great thing. He's talking about the creatine, by the way. Like Lizzo. There you go. Yeah, sure. Good to see you, sir. Ooh, for glory. I just tested very low testosterone. I'm now on gel. Go somewhere else. You're on the gel. They make you put it on your balls. Don't do that shit. Go somewhere else. Go to an actual clinic, not the doctor's office. Go to an actual clinic that specializes in that. Yeah. You need to take a shot. Fuck that gel. That's stupid. I'm serious. Fuck that place. Go to a clinic a specialized clinic. Yeah, because you're barely absorbing any of that shit transdermally through your skin, man. You need an injection of testosterone. They're going to put you on testosterone cypionate. It's the longest lasting ester. You're going to ideally 2 shots a week, probably Monday and Thursday at a certain dose. You get your blood work tested again. They want to keep you in a range of 800 to 1,000 or 800 to 1,200, depending on the clinic, nanograms per deciliter. That's ideal. That's to have testosterone of a 20-year-old, basically. Yeah, go to a clinic, man. Yeah, that fuck the testosterone gel. That's shit. That's junk. You don't want that, man. Yeah, you don't want to overdo it because there's a lot of saturated fat. Yeah, because it's a high volume, low fatigue muscle. That's one of the most active muscles on your body, just like your delts. You got to do a lot of tension, a lot of volume, or a lot of weight with a lot of tension to grow your delts. Your shoulders, the same way. Calves, abdominals, they're very thick, low fatigue, high intensity muscles. They're definitely difficult to grow. To grow your calves, you got to train them like 3 times a week. I do twice a week right now. Mine are improved. I have lamb every day from Cava. My post-workout meal, I have grilled chicken and lamb. Liver King, Jesus Christ. Duck is some good meat. Yeah, duck's delicious, God. I love lamb. Absolutely. Yeah. Look, I am no licensed physician, but I'm telling you, man, you don't want that gel. That's garbage. Just like the women that get the pellets and surgically installed into them, that's time release and stuff. That's a bad idea. My wife is on testosterone cypionate, super, super low dose, but it completely changed her for the better. She's been on TRT for like 2 years now. I've been on TRT for almost 4 years. Actually, yeah, January made 4 years. This last month made 4 years. I've been on TRT. Yeah, it's a game changer, man. That's rare. That's rare. You must not eat a lot of processed garbage food because that's what'll do it. That's a phenomenal testosterone range to have naturally. That's rare these days, man. That's awesome. You get a soft live stream clap for that, Robert. That's awesome. Yeah, but it's a shitload of fat. I had a peanut butter, which I eat the good peanut butter, the Smucker's Natural, that you actually have to keep stirring every time because the oil separates. Because like Jif, that's not peanut butter. I found that out the hard way, unfortunately. It's flaxseed oil and all the bullshit, rapeseed oil and just garbage. It's not real peanut butter. The Reese's peanut butter, and of course we know that's not real. That's amazing. But that shit's awful. Just man, she's been going through menopause, man, perimenopause. She's almost done. It makes it much more bearable. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about, Duncan. It makes it much more bearable. Thanks, Dr. Duncan. No, 100% never going to look like that. Never going to look like that at all. Never going to get to that point. That's not a thing. So it's that time. It's time to shut it down. We're about to hit 2 hours and 1 minute and 15 seconds. I appreciate you guys coming hang out. I appreciate Duncan showing up so I can fuck with him a little bit. It's always fun. Love Mercury Tuna greatly. Yes. Yes. Fish oils. One of the greatest things you could put in your body. So we're going to go ahead and shut it down. I appreciate you guys spending some time with me. All 3 of these fragrances were absolutely stunning. I'm not surprised in the least, especially the Mind Games fragrance. I think my favorite, though, was Dates Delight. It's really good. Man, it is good. Well, that leather is set in a lot more on the Plume fragrance. Oh, and Queening's got that coconut coming alive a lot more. Just 3 phenomenal fragrances. I'm very blessed. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you guys. Check out today's first impression unboxing video on the new Boss Bottle Bold Citrus if you have not done so yet. Not sure what tomorrow's video will be as of yet. I have a few ideas on what I would like to do. Always do have a few ideas tossing around in my mind. So there'll be something around 8 9 o'clock in the morning Central. So appreciate you guys. No stream tomorrow. Stepdad's gonna be rolling it down. Dog's got a vet appointment at 1 o'clock. So just I gotta, instead of being off from the gym Wednesday, I'm gonna be off tomorrow. I gotta switch it around. I got too much shit to do tomorrow. And then possibly Wednesday we might be live again. Maybe Wednesday, Thursday. Friday we won't. Valentine's Day, but Wednesday, Thursday we'll probably be live. So have a great rest of the evening. Have a good one.